Sometimes I think that's all we have is what we have this year, Mike, is the time with our family to be joyful.
Oh. I did not know there was a Slim version.
So you bought yourself a PlayStation Vita Slim.
Was that before the PSP or was that after the PSP?
And
I didn't really pay attention to the PlayStation handheld models, which when I later thought about, I was getting my card maintenance yesterday and I saw somebody with, I'm guessing it was a Stream Deck. I've never seen one in person. And there are actually some of those. Oh, okay, the Vita was after the PSP.
Yeah.
Some of those actually kind of remind me of what the Switch sort of looks like, but then in some ways the Wii U also had kind of the handheld mode thing, which was similar. So I don't know if it was. I guess one could even kind of go back to what was the Atari Lynx or something, or even the Game Gear. So there's certain similarities of how they did things, but then again, you can look at a lot of other Nintendo handhelds that, even the Game Boy Advance was a little bit screen and controls on the side and stuff, I guess, but so
yeah,
a little like that. But
I kind of like
some of the
controller.
just some of the way that things have been made. Yeah, her son, Doomslayer, cleaned out, was a car detailer for a dealership. And so sometimes when someone would sell their car, he would clean it out. And one time he found a, PlayStation handheld, or I can't remember if it was a PSP or a Vita or whatever. But that was kind of cool, so.
And they're not on sale right now. I mean, you're talking about digital, though. You're not talking about. I mean, you're talking about like physical copy.
Yeah, it depends on which games. I actually saw a Switch 2 game.
Target might have some on sale.
It was, I think, a Mario branded game, and it was, I think, $80 now, which is like, oof. Because it was not even that long ago. I remember, the question about how would you feel about if a game cost $75, and especially if you're a kid, that if you want to have.
Oh, you don't shop at Target,
or maybe there's not one near them.
No, there might be a reason.
Hello?
What do you think you're doing, Kate? I wanted updates. I wanted results.
Certainly, Mr. Morrison. We all do. Down to the ground, we're doing all we can, but there's no new development.
Yeah, there is.
Kate, I don't think you understand the urgency of this situation. Universal toys are on my back and digging in. I can't hold them off much longer.
Did they really?
The firm in a very tricky situation.
I am very sorry, but a slight mishap or two has meant that I've had to modify my mission temporarily.
Miss Walker, you're walking on a minefield here. I don't have to underline that this affair is Class A priority numero uno. Hot.
I am only too aware of that, Mr. Morrison, and believe me, I am doing all I possibly can. But this mission is really no piece of cake.
You can have all the cake you want and eat it too when you get home. Next time I call you, I want something concrete, something solid. I want results. You understand? Results.
Yes, Mr. Morrison.
Imagine some lawyers act that way, some general counsel, but my general counsel is wonderful. He does not talk that way, and neither does the associates. Now, one of them is close, but not totally.
Yeah,
but I won't say who.
Yeah. The thing about this, though, is like whenever she gets these calls from these people, she just gets all demure. And, some of it, she really needs to be standing up. Did Target do that to you like Walmart?
Yeah, that's I get that. It is hard to support those kind of things. Another thing I was thinking of, and I don't know the name of them, but they're probably they're becoming more popular, though. They're like retro stores that are in the mall, and they may have Switch games or other earlier. They might even have PSP games there.
Well, we found one that was sold a lot of kind of older stuff. I mean, they even had as far back as Atari games.
When I went with Brandon to Peoria, they had a similar type store.
Oh
in the
yeah, we
mall.
went there. That's where I got Solar Striker.
Yeah, so that's what
That
I'm
was
saying.
that
That
was a cool
might
one.
be a chain. It might be might be common.
Similar type thing.
So you might want to look at that as well.
Anyway, with the thing that's a little silly with Kate here is, you know, she just kind of, oh, there's been a few little things. It's like, no, you should be snapping back, and it's like, I'm traveling all over freaking Europe. I'm at some other place trying to track this, you know, person down. So you don't like it, you can fly your butt over to this, you know, so and so place. Where's that place? Yeah, you never heard of it either. So the, you know, a certain part of somebody calling, and once again, you know, the part that is hard to be convinced is that she's out in the middle of this very desolate looking area that once upon a time was maybe nice, but it has cell service. But I guess that's part of it, of trying to do something with this game, and how are you getting the phone and stuff and being contacted. So it would make more sense if they were like in a large city or something like that, not out in the middle of nowhere.
Also,
But-
like another place, maybe Best Buy, even though Chad doesn't like to even like, he won't go back. But if you have not had a bad thing, then maybe Best Buy, even Costco might have Switch games.
Yeah. Well, once upon a long time ago with Best Buy, I bought a microwave there, and the reason I did that, I was able to go to all the different little models, and they actually had a bunch of them plugged in, and so I could go and take a look and test them and try to find one that I felt had a good design to it, because a lot of them, like our microwave we have that's built in, is ridiculous. It's like you can't even just enter in the time you want, like 7 seconds or something. You just have this knob you turn, and it sets things at 15-second increments. And once you start on, then you can like tap it left or right to adjust it by 5 seconds, but you can't change anything by, you know, smaller increments. So it's kind of annoying that way. And
That's a good idea.
I never used the modes like popcorn or other things like that. I mean, that's very rarely. Maybe if I actually did popcorn, but that's about it. So
Yeah, that is a
ever.
very good idea. You never know what kind of Switch game you might find there too. You
Our
know,
local Kroger store, Fred Meyer's, they have an electronics section. Okay, isn't that like a much larger, kind of more like a Walmart or something?
Fred Meyer's is it's like a grocery store, but they might have
Yeah, I mean there was
something there.
Myers, but that was spelled in a very different way. There was like MEIJERS.
Oh, that
or
was
something.
the grocery store too. Yeah, but I know what like
And Woodman's.
Algonquin.
That was.
I mean,
cool
you just
place.
never know where it may be. Whoa, that was really weird. You don't. What happened?
It crashed
Oh,
or something.
well, you just went off the Sunday brunch. Okay, let's try that again. Hopefully, because it auto, whatever. Brand new game.
Hopefully it doesn't do that again.
can't
And
be
unfortunately, we couldn't
returned.
just keep on playing it because it said, nope, you're going to update it.
Yeah. Oh, it's really weird. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Fortunately, it's saved. I'm going to go make myself some hot tea, and I'll be right back.
Okay, interact. Really? That's a little presumptuous of you, Kate. Going into this entry, and you're just gonna open the blinds. Ednor Hotels, Kronsky Hotel. Read. The Ednor Hotel Group is a hotel chain with a long tradition. The first Ednor was opened in Paris in 1928. Now we have prestigious hotels located in the historic centers of each European capital. Each establishment is unique and housed in former palaces, mansions, and stately homes, restored to their former glory and converted into luxury hotel apartments. Ednor hotels are ideally located for capital city exploration. You may discover the beauty of a nation's architectural heritage while enjoying our high-quality accommodation and first-class service. Your total comfort is guaranteed. Your stay in an Ednor hotel will be much more than a stopover. The charm of each location with its period atmosphere will leave you with a lasting and moving memories. Furthermore, our gourmet chefs are on hand to offer guests the finest of traditional cuisine from the host capital. We have 15 3- to 5-star establishments to our name spread throughout Europe. Some Ednor hotels are all over Europe, are listed as well as a mysterious number 464-33643. Well, let's write this down, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that is so weird. I mean, it's nice they have these ways to be able to read things a little better, but the complete lack of proofing, and there was just a patch, and nothing about fixing these ridiculous typos or weird capitalization of things. I mean, some of these just really look like somebody was just typing it, and I mean, I would see things like by, B-Y, but they typed B-U, and Y and U are next to each other, at least on my my keyboard. So, yeah, it was a pretty good time. So it was a real quick trip, but one day saw my brother got married, very kind of laid back. I mean, the entire effectively ceremony was about like 5 minutes. I mean, it was it was real quick type thing, casual, laid back, and then just kind of playing games, eating food. The next day was having Thanksgiving with my folks, and that was kind of nice. It's interesting because they live they've moved a couple times since I moved out decades ago, and it's interesting to see the different items I grew up with, but they're in a different place now, but it's like, oh, here's this clock I made in middle school. Oh, here's this rug. Here's this little thing I weaved in 2nd grade. Here's this stool that's been around forever. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's good to just kind of try to get a quick in and out. And it actually ended up being a really good thing we got out when we did. And even when we went in, because considering this, that's Thanksgiving weekend. That's like one of the busiest weekends of all. And so we flew out Tuesday evening, and it was, I mean, considering we're going in through a very busy airport, went in, checked in our luggage, didn't even have a line. Okay, cool, great, wonderful. Then went through the security. That was also fairly short. I mean, they've redone a lot of the inside of the airport. So it used to be like everybody funnels through like one big area for your security, and that could be a big, massive room for security, and everybody just standing in these long lines. And so what they've done now is you got lots of little lines and stuff. So I think that's a little smoother now. And so that's the type of thing, like you get in line, half a dozen people or 10 or something. I mean, it's not real bad. So we got through everything, and we had several hours to sit and wait. And they have the Voodoo Donuts in our airport. So that's what I had for dinner mostly. Like, that's good. Now I'm full. I should have something healthy though. Tasted great, but yeah. And then we flew back on Friday morning, and that was a very good thing because where we were flying out, that area and a lot of the Corn Belt got hit by a pretty sizable snowstorm, anywhere from like 3 to 12 inches, depending on what town or area. So fortunately, it ended up being a really good thing, because if we had been trying to drive or doing anything else, like, yeah, we might have gotten stuck or something like that even longer. So yeah, Voodoo Donuts. Yeah, ended up getting the Portland cream one. That's a good one. Didn't get the traditional maple bacon that I also quite like. And then there's even a little Voodoo Dude. But I think that one's like more of a jelly one. And hello, Medicine Hat. Welcome in. So just talking about my quick little trip I took to see my family. Another thing that was kind of nice, just sort of building memories and feeding off the nostalgia of stuff. I helped my dad take down or get the Christmas tree, set it up, and decorating it, and seeing like here's the some of the ornaments I remember as a kid and stuff like that. And there was even some interesting things my mom mentioned. There was like these little drums, and my mom said those were actually constructed from like these frozen orange juice containers. And that's how the outside was made, or these things like, oh, okay, that's interesting on how those were made. And those were, some of those ornaments are definitely old. And we even saw like a couple things, especially the more sturdy ones, would even have like a date on them or a picture of a family member. So once again, knowing like, oh yeah, that's 40 years old or something. But it's kind of neat to see things like that. And it's good to at least be able to kind of help out and do things like that. Especially my parents are definitely getting up there in age, and I have an uncle that just passed this past month, and so there definitely are certain things that being more cognizant about. That time can be fleeting, and unfortunately, there's a certain person we know who we were trying to get a big kind of family get together a couple of years ago, and he was just always kind of like trying to push things off, like, oh no, there'll be another time, and like, but sometimes there won't be another time. So especially if you know that, yeah, there might be. Oh, there is somebody over here. Man, that was so dark. I couldn't even really see that there's somebody I could see. There was like, looked like a little screen or something, but can't even click on him. Oh, that's weird. So I'm glad I was able to go and see the family and stuff like that. So I think that was important, even if it was real quick. And even, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, I went to my uncle's funeral, which was not too far away. It was like a 3-hour drive. So it was at least feasible. And not everybody was able to make it, especially, if I have, you're over 1,000 miles away. It's not always convenient to do so. Yeah, I mean, some of it is just, the mindset of the youth or something, or I'll just always, keep putting things off, and there are certain things, and I'm bad with procrastination at times, and there are times where, yeah, it burns you. And there's something kind of looking at like, hey, this is not something I want to miss, or something I want to really regret that I didn't go and do or couldn't have done. There's some things I look at, like one of my grandfathers when he passed. I was doing summer classes at university, and we didn't really have the best cars, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it or not. And kind of, I think it's like, maybe could have actually got it if put in more effort. And when I talked to my professor, he was like, "Oh yeah, we could work something out." We have to ring a bell for this dude to notice, like, not hello,
Good morning, sir.
Good day to you, ma'am, and welcome to the Hotel Polsky. I don't expect you made a reservation, have you? Well, no matter. We've got a few rooms left with the sea view. By far the best on offer.
Is there a C?
Well, actually, I wasn't counting on staying in Arrowbad.
Well, get out of here then.
I see. It's like that then. So, what can I do for you?
Like that, yes.
From what I've been told, the famous singer Helena Romansky is living in this hotel.
And?
If you could possibly tell her I'm here, I must speak with her. It's urgent.
It's
Are
urgent.
you a member of the family? What is your relationship to that lady?
None. I don't even know her. But please, can you inform her that I must see her?
Yeah, great tact.
You hear me right. Madame Romansky is a privileged member of our clientele, and I very much doubt if she wants to talk to a total stranger who's just washed up off the beach.
I just need to speak with her for just a moment. Then I'll leave.
You're gonna kidnap her, aren't you, Kate?
I'm sorry. I can't let anybody just come and go here. Guests only. An establishment like our own has to think of the well-being of its guests. We like to think of ourselves as a stronghold, resisting enemy invasion and unwanted callers. The world is a strange and changing place, ma'am, and its roads are full of undesirables and indespicables just waiting to abuse generous hospitality.
Yeah. It's in. Bunch of riffraff. I've been reading, one of my birthday gifts was the autobiography by Duff McKagan, the bassist of Guns N' Roses. And it's definitely been an interesting read. Especially, early days of Guns N' Roses. And yeah, it really was kind of a Band of Brothers type of thing, living in squalid conditions and stuff like that. And
Could you tell me if
things changed when they got popular and started making some money.
Holiday?
Yes, that's it.
I'm sorry, but our hotel register is strictly confidential.
Come on, please. It's not like it's a state secret you're telling me.
Yes, it is. Quite.
If I just let you consult our register, what am I going to get out of it?
My eternal gratitude?
That's just what I was expecting. Adieu, as the French say, madame.
You're a horrible lawyer there, Kate. I think you'd be a little more tactful with things you talk about, or trying to convince people, have more of a golden tongue. I don't know. Yeah, I love reading about musician autobiographies, or the things are similar to it. People that have had some, interesting stories in their lives. John Romero's autobiography was pretty good as well. But definitely like rock ones. I think I've read the autobiographies from each of the KISS members, and then you kind of read and you see like different stories, and sometimes when you start seeing like they each talk about a certain thing and then they all kind of sound the same, like, okay, that must be true. And sometimes you just get different sides of the story. It's not necessarily one side's a lie or anything, but different perspectives on stuff. And of course, over time, sometimes the details get fuzzy and stuff like that, or you might get certain things wrong. And but overall, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see the different approaches and things in life. I'd love to see one from like Scorpions, and actually Rudolf Schenker did write something called Rock Your Life, but it's in German. And my German's not that good, so I've been able to read it a little bit, but I'd probably have to go, it'd probably be very, very slow reading, as I'd have to keep on translating stuff. So, that's good to hear you had a good Thanksgiving, Medicine Hat.
Sir, I I really could use your help.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but my helping hand only serves my hotel guests.
Well, let me just say that by helping me out, you'd also be helping out one of your very own guests.
Ma'am, I'm not to be wound around anyone's little finger. You hear?
Not like Poirot. To be treated like the cat's paw! We've been watching a bunch of Poirot mysteries. Those episodes were from like, I think, late 80s and early 90s. And they're amazing because they are long. They're often like an hour and a half, hour and 40-some minutes. I mean, these are each like movie length. But like made for TV type thing. And there's quite a few of them too, so.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer sent by a major American law firm to take care of a delicate inheritance case.
Ah, very pleased to meet you, Miss Walker. Felix Smetana at your service. I'm the receptionist of this establishment. Between you and me and the brick wall, I often play the role of general manager here, too. These days the place ain't what it used to be.
This hotel is truly incredible, though. It's kind of sumptuous in an old-fashioned way.
You should see how sumptuous our suites are. For more than a whole century, they have accommodated some of the world's greats. Would you like to take one?
No, it's okay, thank you. I'm not staying. I've got to get away. I'm expected.
Right. Well, in that case, I don't see what I can do for you.
Yeah. Piss off. Doors are over there.
I want to meet someone who lives here.
That's very inconvenient. None of my customers said they were expecting someone. You can't just turn up like that. We've got a very strict policy. In this day and age, the hotel ain't too open to impromptu visits from any Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Please, I absolutely must speak with her. It's
Must.
very important.
Speak with
If it was
her.
that important, all you had to do was ring the hotel. People come here to rest, you see, to get away from the world, which ain't turning so good these days. Don't let me keep you. Good day to you, ma'am.
Honestly, if I could have called, I would have called, but I can't.
Yeah, he's been doing some pretty long days. Probably going to get worse.
Just a little, sir.
Jeez.
Ma'am, in this hotel, we don't bend nothing for no one.
Nothing
No,
for
no way, no
one.
how. No way, no how.
Yep, nothing for no one.
Oof. That was like, what, 14 hours yesterday? Yikes.
Usually I travel on this fantastic mechanical train. Haven't I seen some kind of a station here? Is it possible to arrive here by train then?
Of course it is. What were you suggesting? If I'm not very much mistaken, that's your air balloon I see getting blown to shreds in the hotel garden.
Oh yeah, the airship. That's a bit different. I just borrowed that to make the round-trip journey to Arrowbad.
Whatever. You better think about getting it off there, and quick. With that contraption on my lawn, some of my clientele might have a relapse.
What? Is there anybody really there?
Thanks anyway.
I mean,
At your service.
maybe, I guess. Suck it up and deal with it. Mentality gets old really quick. Oh, yeah. I get that. Did you want some hot tea? You have a thing, so I figured you probably might not want any hot tea. Look at that number.
Yeah, I wrote that down. I'm guessing that might be a phone number for this place to
Make a reservation, check to see if
screw with them or
someone's
something.
there.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing something for all bad. Maybe they're just trying to keep things.
Did you say Happy Thanksgiving to Medicine Hat?
Gobble gobble, everyone. Yeah, he just came in. That dude, you're like, no, not allowed in. Oh. Well, I'm gonna steal your office supplies. Soap bottle. Super clean. Super jump. Okay. Put this in somebody's drink and then they get what's called vodka. I was talking about Duff McKagan's autobiography, and yeah, one thing that he really enjoyed was drinking vodka. You know, a certain amount of vodka with some cranberry juice, and that was definitely one of his very big go-tos. Other chemical substances as well, but definitely a lot of alcohol was involved.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Yeah, let's try if we try this number. 464.
Probably the hotel main desk. Or not. They're so busy. Is Dalek right?
Pretty sure that was it, right? Yeah, it's interesting to think about like certain movies and stuff like that, that if it was done in a modern era where you could have a cell phone, the way that things would be done would change the story, because it'd be the type of thing like, oh, couldn't get to a phone or something like that, and now it'd be like, okay, yeah, you could access a phone. If you had one, I mean, otherwise, I guess if they tried something different, it'd be like, oh, my phone's dead. But 6, 4, 3.
And you can't click on the phone right now, right?
It just did.
No, the phone icon was there, and I was wondering while the thing was on if they let you click on the phone. While the brochure was open, did that let you click on the phone?
Hi, just finishing off with official. Be with you tomorrow, bright and fresh. Bye.
Mom will call you. Most of these people will be calling you.
You have reached Lawson and Walden Associates. We're sorry, but all our lines are busy. Please call back later.
You'd hang up on Streetwalker if she ever tried to call you.
You have reached Olivia Parker. I'm sorry I cannot take your
I'm too
call.
busy diddling your boyfriend, your fiance. You haven't been here to take care of him for a couple days now.
It's been a whole
you know.
couple days.
So he's lonely.
Dan Foster is around to take your call right now, so please leave your message after the tone.
I'm too busy with your girlfriend.
Bing!
I'm sorry to disturb you again, but I've absolutely got to meet Madame Roman.
There's no one here but
Don't even
me.
think about it. Any way into this hotel is bolted.
Why are you telling me that?
No reason. Like that, just in case you feel like walking in and rummaging around. The times are changing, man, and we've had to introduce a security system. Keep out unwanted visitors as sure as we keep out the sand of the salt. If you're into it.
Like a sand drift.
Well, thanks again for your warmth and hospitality.
It's kind of cold.
I mean, why should she be surprised?
Well,
Sure.
So I made myself a hot vanilla and almond cocoa. Okay.
There's something else, or is it just trying to light the place up?
I don't know if you
Glare
gotta
on his
distract the guy so
screen.
that you can get out. You know?
Yeah, it was like 4, 6, 4, 3,
There's a
6, 4,
yeah.
3.
no.
Unless it's
Unless it
another
just
code.
hasn't triggered. Could be to a door. Looks like a phone though, but
Or maybe it's something else. Who knows?
and you try to enter and it says
Yeah.
no way.
It
right?
doesn't even say anything. It just
Won't work.
a slight little click. Which
Doors.
Occasionally there are
locked. Is
things-
there something on the outside you need to do first, or in this room? Like
there's definitely
magazines. Glance the door. Something about closing the curtains. I didn't
get a
know-
mask of a dead face.
On a nude
Yes.
statues.
Well, I guess at least not a little boy peeing into it.
I mean, it's a. Oh, you're gonna play something. Is there something?
Got a blowtorch.
No, none of those. Soap. Well, it needed cleaned. What kind of spa do you think this is? It's got soap bubbles all over the place.
Reminds me at work, somebody decided they were going to
Might be
run the
enough.
dishwasher,
Yeah.
and they put in Dawn dish soap.
Oh boy.
Whoops!
Yeah, that's not a good
When
idea.
I saw it like bubbling all over the place, it reminded me of a case when one of the kids did that, and
Yeah,
that's most
thanks for
likely
that.
what somebody did because I could still see this blue smear of
Maybe
the Dawn.
talk to him or click on the window. No.
Oh, maybe you had to open that so you could see it or something.
My God, what's going on with the fountain?
You again? You're beginning to really overstep the mark. I warn you, one more and I'm going to... What the hell's going on over there? Why is it me gets hell to pay when there's already too much work to do?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're busy watching the football match.
Okay, distracted. That was the puzzle.
Is
Now
he supposed to go out the door?
I
Or
don't
is he
know,
getting
but
some
you.
cleaning stuff? Okay, so you probably had to open that so you could see it.
There you go.
Distract Felix. Classic adventure game.
Yep.
Trying to distract somebody so you can get by them.
And also, so you can.
Speaking
look at
of,
their door map. Oh, maybe that's the number. 464.
Well, it depends on. Turn something else on.
Okay. Hello, Helena Romansky's a day visitor with an access card. She arrived and never departed, but she's been out of time, well, at least one time, back in '91.
Oh, here again. 1270.
Maybe there are 2 pages.
Well, that's weird. It just says like she didn't leave or something. Unless
Can
they changed it.
you look on the second page? Okay. Is it today's date? Maybe those are just like Kickstarter
Island.
helper, paying for 1996 and 2002.
Not a lot of visitors, That's it, Oh, here's Hans Vorarlberg.
Oh, there's a good thing to know. Hans Wahlberg was there, and the resident code was 1478.
Okay, so Helena's.
Elena.
270.
I know. Don't be a streetwalker. Welcome in, AC White Raven. But Mike has to deliver packages, so he's a streetwalker. But
So
he's
one
a
of the-
street wanker.
Yeah. So one of the commercials we saw last night, we were watching Svengoolie, and so generally
On
that's,
Me TV.
yeah. So they generally his shows kind of like monster movies and stuff like that. And then there was even the House of Svengoolie where they were showing something truly
Horrifying.
scary, a very Brady Christmas.
Very horrifying.
But there's like one of these commercials, and it was something about some guy saying, "I'm a mailman and I walk 2 to 3 miles a day," and what was a joint pain or something, and I'm like, just 2 to 3 miles a day? I mean, I do that just normally, and I'm not a mailman, so.
I don't want to wank in the street, AC. I do that on my OnlyFeet page. Hang on. Let's see.
Be back in a second.
For anybody who wants to use their bits, there are just a few little Christmas things that are now open. You're just jealous, AC, because you don't have that sub to that channel. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Nice, huh? But definitely just a few little... You know, I don't like feet porn. Wonder if that's a thing. We don't know that, but, you know, if it's a... Nah, it's not a thing. Sorry, guys. No feet porn on this channel. And certainly not gonna be putting it on. Let me try holiday. I put Christmas, but maybe it's holiday. Duh. I don't need to look it up. I'm not an idiot. Well, we would have buried Chad. We didn't bury me. I don't know why. Oh, that's because the Tangio overlay is not correct. We could try that again. You watch this. Oh, let me do this. And this one, Wink would like this.
Jeez, Mel, it's not even December yet.
Hey, I'm just gearing up. I got my house partially decorated. I'm gearing up, people.
It is. We have stuff outside. We have the tree up.
I'm moving on. I wanted to
Some
do
other decorations.
This year. Actually, I'm healthy for once and not. Not sick from COVID, not sick from walking pneumonia.
RSV. Bronchitis.
No RSV. Feeling great.
Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that
Okay,
works.
at least that's great. She said something, but
Okay, try that. The code is 14. Oh. You gotta get all the buttons lit. It's one of those puzzles. I actually don't leave the decorations up past New Year's. I get very frustrated about the week after Christmas, and I start tearing them down.
Yeah, generally around that time. Even for myself, once it hit November 1st, I spent 5 hours taking all the Halloween stuff down.
Yep. Maybe that's locked though with door no. Okay.
Right.
You're in the resort, which is deserted. They call it secluded, but maybe it's deserted.
Oh, they do have some automatons here.
Uh-huh.
He's here.
It's
He's
really
bored.
pretty. Yeah, Halloween just came and went. I was just saying the other day, I mean, you just like Christmas, you know, you can't wait for it to come, and then it's January. But for my grandchildren,
Halloween forever. Yes.
January is an exciting month, and they are very excited to get to it because it's their birthday month.
Yeah. So, AC, how much is Halloween celebrated in the UK? Because I've read about cases where I think it was more like Australia. It wasn't celebrated as much, but I think with the internet and being able to share types of things more, it seems like it's picking up more speed. But I definitely know for the US.
So you like
been a
Halloween
big
then,
thing.
AC?
Sadly, not enough.
Well, he doesn't refer to Christmas as Christmas. It's Boxing Day, right? Isn't that?
That's the day after. That's where
the day after.
That's where you
Okay.
get like put up pictures of like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson and Joe Frazier and stuff like that.
Sure you do. Messing that front and center.
Then you go and get a box and you beat it up.
Hey, Medicine Hat. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully you and your family. Did you have some good food and good interaction? I know this year would be a little bit more sensitive, so I was thinking about you. There should be a law that everyone gets dressed up for Halloween. Maybe I'm just going too far.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Amazing.
a lot of...
It's already been, wow, it has almost been a month.
Yeah.
Because I remember at my work, there was actually one
Pass it
fellow
by.
who every day he was actually dressing up as something, which I think, helped build the culture, and a few other people got into it. Not everybody. It's still not to the level of my favorite place I worked 16 years ago, I guess. Yeah. And that was a place that really did have kind of a fun culture to things. They would celebrate, have costume parties and decorate. Mm-hmm. And they would celebrate, talk like a pirate day. They would have, Thanksgiving feast. They would, decorate and celebrate, Christmas and like a winter party and a summer party. And every Friday they would bring in Panera bagels. During the autumn, they would bring in apple cider donuts and apple cider and stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
Those are things like, those are some nice little touches. I guess at least something to kind of make up with. They did not pay the best, but.
Aw, thanks. Yeah, everything was good. We had my brother's girlfriend's mom, brother, stepbrother, brother and brother's wife. So it was kind of nice. That was really nice of you guys. Is that your brother's girlfriend that is deceased from a disease this year?
James, the automaton nurse. I am not a barman.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
If you don't mind this, I would appreciate it if you would just be a little more vigorous in the terms you employ in the future.
Well, maybe you should find out first there, Kate.
My mother-in-law made turkey, and Chad, she also makes like a special homemade stuffing that just can't get anywhere else, and Chad loves it.
Yeah.
I tried to make it. Don't make it as good as she does.
Yeah. And Mike, maybe you just have a dog, attach a dog to your arm or your leg or something
Yeah,
like that.
disgruntled he had disgruntled postal worker with gunshots and blood, but then I decided, maybe it wouldn't be PC. Maybe it would be hitting too close to home, huh?
What's the difference? Not much these days.
So now that we know Winkers is watching, we might talk about her gift as being cat food.
The name is not entirely foreign.
You know, Rachel Ray's cat food.
That I cannot
I haven't found like a glamorous edition of it.
and even mentioning his name.
Ooh.
Nostalgia, sadness, medication. Call it what you humans will. We never had this conversation, did we, miss? Madam would be very angry to learn that I know, and now you know as well.
Don't worry. Mum's the word.
Mum's the word, Hans.
You know Madame Romansky well?
I have been in Madam's service since my inception.
So you must have seen a thing or two. That must have been amazing to take care of such a great lady on all her journeys. Be a part of all her recitals.
I was but a twinkle in my creator's eye. Madam required my services shortly after her arrival here at the Hotel Tronsky.
Can you take me to Helena Romansky?
Not at this hour, miss. Madam will still be watching the sea at the end of the pier.
So?
Madam knows perfectly well that during this season I don't go down to the pier. My real work goes dicky under the double corrosive action of the salt and sand winds. Listen, you can hear them sweeping up and down.
Yeah, you're kind of like Oscar, whining about the weather.
Wind here. It'll drive us all crazy one of these days.
Come on.
No, I'll stay here and make ready for Madame in case she needs me. She can be so unpredictable.
I think we have to make something with the drink.
Yep.
Hang on. AC White Raven is going Dicky A.
I think they're just making stuff up.
Please let us know if going Dicky
All things go slantwards and upwards and downwards
is a problem.
and diagonal words.
Is that like makes me malfunction?
I guess.
I'm feeling a tad bit Dicky today.
Okay, so you mentioned something that I do remember from this game. It was like, yeah, we end up meeting Madame Romansky. We have to make her a drink.
Here.
You watch your mouth, Mel.
Type.
Coming back over there, Chloe. You're like, kind of cold. Come over here. Fuck.
Whoa! I wasn't expecting that.
F you, Winker. Wanker.
I guess.
What a wanker.
Oh, that is exciting.
Piss off, you grotty little wanker!
There you go. That's great. I'll add that one to our profile here. All right, I'll add that one too. We never know when to see that. All I could do is just add.
Tries a bloody wanker. I repeat, a bloody wanker.
GG's, motherfucker.
Okay, might add that one too. All right. I have no idea what that
Yeah,
means.
I think they're just making stuff up.
So watch your. Whoa.
Maybe it just translates weird.
Fortunately, it was closed. Watch.
I think the.
It's also almost empty.
I'm guessing the original creators of this. I think they're maybe French. That's my guess.
This clearly is not a family-friendly stream.
We've been watching a number of the Poirot mysteries, and you know how he has to. He gets very pleased if somebody can actually recognize he's Belgian, not French. We'll call the French embassy Belgian.
My name is Kate Walker.
Don't care.
You are not here for treatment, are you?
No, I'm not. I only want to meet Madame Romansky.
I
Big
would
fans.
be delighted to serve you tea when Madame returns from her constitutional.
Ah,
Maybe your mistress will want to take tea with me.
Madame likes to complain for the sake of it. Believe me, she loves physics.
Family-friendly stream stuck.
Thanks for the invitation.
Family streams,
I'm
Mel.
looking for Madame Romansky. Do you know where she is?
I see her. She's a opportunist.
He takes her daily constitutional on the pier. Tea is served at 5 o'clock sharp.
Is it possible to go see her?
As you wish, but do pay attention to the salt wind.
You come back and you're just like your face is all shredded from the salt and sand. I'm kind of wondering if their idea of a constitutional is something different from what I'm thinking. I don't know. Otherwise, like, we don't have restrooms here, so we go out to the pier.
Do you know Comcast Grad? I left my train there with its engineer. You'll never guess what. It's an automaton just like you. There's even a family resemblance.
Firstly, I would say that I do not know Comcast. Secondly, I have never taken a train. Thirdly, the existence of another automaton with such a degree of finesse as myself appears very unlikely. Madam has always assured me that I am a unique model, a gift from a former admirer.
Yeah, but you two really do look alike. And you know, I miss him.
Why is he not here with his train then? I would never allow Madame Romansky to leave on her own.
Oh, he's on the
Long
train.
story. But hopefully I'll see him again soon.
Such attachment is very touching, miss.
Is he on the train?
Well, I'm going.
Oscar, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
His
well, most
hands
of him
are.
Most of him, not his hands.
Well, right now he's not with us. He's with the train, and
Yeah.
the train is
Okay, let's
is
over
at the
here.
mining community.
Weisswein, Rotwein, Champagne, Mescal Blue, Rock, Port wine,
Right. Something
tequila,
about the notes.
gin, schnapps, cognac, wiki, something base. Okay. List of alcohols is written on the note as well as musical symbols. G and F keys seem to refer to the champagne and cognac, respectively. Okay. At least that kind of.
Do you think the old bat's gonna want tequila?
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, thank
Wow,
you
that
for
was-
the thank you Wisebot for being on the job.
Being jolly on the spot, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no, don't want to go out there. Man, can I get in this hot tub? This looks nice.
It does, and it even looks warm, so it looks like it's maintained, even if the rest of the outside is kind of garbage. This is actually really lovely. And that probably is the super hot pool. You know, they
Wouldn't mind
usually
that
have several. Ooh, I would love to get into that today.
Well, better than some where we left.
I wouldn't want it to be ice cold hydro bath.
Yeah, I mentioned how we had the short trip, but fortunately, you know, the travel was just fine. We got
Yep.
in and out at just the right times.
Yeah, we were lucky. We did not have any
Flight number
airline
0.
issues whatsoever.
Yeah, and we got ahead of the bad weather, so that was good because
And of the holiday traffic in many different regards.
I
So
had a former coworker, her college daughter came to visit, but had to leave early to
the chat is locked. You have to
get ahead of the
Yeah, seriously, Mike.
to be able to get ahead of the snow that was coming down or that was going to be hitting. So
Already got notification of and oh, it's a perfect week notification.
okay, this is okay. Oh, it's missing an 8 as well.
So, Mike, you need to put on some Christmas movies and decorate your
get the honey
father-in-law's house. And
Where did I get a 0 the honey from? Whatever.
but that's the thing. He's got one day off. Is he going to spend his one day off doing it? Nope, and nope. So maybe the wife will need to do it.
Yeah, it was nice to be able to help out my parents. It wasn't just that, and assisting with other tasks around the house. They put in a light bulb, which involved it was like a 9-foot ceiling or something. So I ended up having to climb a ladder and get up there. And fortunately, like, it wasn't difficult to change out. It's just not the type of thing you want an elderly person. It's
To be
not,
climbing the ladders.
yeah, that might be a little
for that.
unsteady to be going up there. So
And if they waited like to put stuff up, I think that it was even trying to put up the Christmas tree. It's a little higher up there, and that would have been harder for your dad too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was just all the above.
the Christmas tree that they have, it's still the same one I had as a kid. So that thing is probably like at least 40 some years old, which
And
is
still
awesome.
in pretty good condition.
Yeah, not too bad
nothing's
considering
really
its age.
broken. It's had some things falling apart, but as far as the branches, like the green of the branches,
Yeah.
but
There's some of the it's
None
like
of the
little
arms.
leaves that you can actually reattach sometimes.
and even for our Christmas tree now, it's just a pretty simple, just bend it down.
Hello there.
Good afternoon, miss.
We don't have to go and poke and prod it
Yeah.
in anymore.
It was a newer one
Yeah.
that we got last year, which is definitely a lot easier because it's just 3 parts. The other one, you had to take each branch
Yep.
and put it on.
Yep. I was able to get it up in pretty record time. And found 8th key.
1270.
Maybe you have to have all the numbers in there in order to do